It's 12 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time, and we're moving into this wonderful conversation with this very beautiful lady in front of me. And I'm not saying beauty just from just an inner beauty, an external beauty as well. She's looking fantastic and very well stylized. And you know what? I love musicians who are always looking prim and proper when they come to the studio. Shows how they take themselves seriously. It also shows a sense of kind of like, this is my brand, this is what I'm standing for, and this is what I am all about. And that's what Carter Najarr. She looks like a pop star, like a pop diva in our studio. Thank you for gracing us, Carter Najarr. She's with us to really expand on her type of music. And you know what? We might sometimes refer to genres, but the music is so malleable and flexible and dynamic in contemporary Africa that it's hard to pin it down. But her interests are really R&B. Her interests are Afrosoul and Afropop, and she started studying the music. Now she's expanding and getting the music to us, the listeners. Carter Najarr joins us in the studio. Thank you for joining us.
Yay, guys! Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
How long does it take you to look this wonderful?
It takes time.
It takes time. You know, meals need to cook.
Let's talk about Carter. Where do you come from? Tell us a little bit before the music thing. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Cool. So I am actually from the south of Johannesburg, and I've always had a love for music. I went into studying writing, directing, animation, producing.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's always been like in my blood. And
so you've always been a creative?
Yes, always. I was always that little girl who go like perform in front of her mom, and then my mom would have to like pretend to be like, wow, amazing.
And you know, you started with animation. Tell us a little bit about that. How did that
That was develop? Really cool. I definitely think behind the scenes is not where I would like to be.
Yeah.
So I didn't really take to producing and directing and all that much, even though I am a creative.
Sure.
I was just more intrigued by music and creating like melodies and writing songs and rhymes and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're happy about that, because why would you want to hide all of this behind the scenes?
Right?
This belongs front stage, like front center.
And then how did you start then moving into the music space?
So I decided when I graduated that I really want to pursue music. I just didn't know how. I didn't have the right people. And while I was in college, actually, I studied at AFTA. While I was at AFTA, I had met a few industry people who put me onto music videos. And then I started meeting artists.
Okay.
And then I was like, wow, okay, this is really cool.
So you've always had to look for a music video?
I guess. I want to look like a star all the time. You know, outside appearance is important.
Sure.
But yeah, so I did that, and I started meeting a lot of industry people, artists. I was on started going on bigger sets like AKA, Costa Tate, and I was like, whoa, like this is really cool. Like I want to be in this space, but I want to be the artist. But you know, we all have to start somewhere. So that was kind of my way of growing and getting into the industry, getting my name out. And yeah, that's kind of where it grew. And then I went on to like a reality show, and after that I became a lot more serious with my music.
Which one?
Yeah, I went into Love Island. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And how
spicy.
Was that?
Super cool. Yeah. It was
you
really
didn't get
cool.
your heart broken? No.
Not in the villa.
Okay.
Outside of the villa.
Okay.
It do be like that. But it was cool. It was an amazing experience, and it kind of boosted me in the field. Because
what did you learn about that experience? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I learned so much about myself. I learned like how I am, just how I want to be portrayed to the public, because I actually went into the show because not really to find love, to be honest. I just wanted to go to grow my brand, for people to see me. So yeah, I really wanted to grow a good following, fan base before I went into music, because starting music without one, I think would have been a lot more challenging.
Yeah, true. Well, okay, after that experience, and then
Yeah.
you realize, okay, the people kind of know my name now, and there are, people who are sort of looking in my direction. How then do you start and say, okay, I'm going to start making music now? The time has come.
So I obviously met a lot of people because the reality show was shot in Cape Town. So afterward, I met a lot of people that were creatives and who were in music and were rappers and in Cape Town. So they were like, yo, let's do a song together. We'll produce for you, we'll write for you, etc. And then, yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I put it out, and my following took very well to it.
Nice.
So I was like, wow, okay, this is really like something that I can pursue and go into permanently.
Yeah.
Because it's literally been a dream since I was a little girl.
Of
So,
course.
and I was so afraid of judgment.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing, because if you have a dream, it's one thing to have it, but when you want it to manifest, then it becomes more complicated because there's so much at stake.
So much at stake.
And many of us hold ourselves back just by thinking, hey, am I actually going to be good at this? What are people going to say? What are they going to think of me?
Yes.
Either way, you have to take a leap, and you did. But tell us about then starting to put together like a work. You know what I mean? Because that's a little bit more complicated. I mean, things start up a little fun, especially in the creative industry. You think, oh, it's going to be so cool. We're hanging out in studio. We're putting on a beat, so on. But putting on a body of work takes a lot of time and effort.
Honestly, it really does. And I would say with the song that's currently out, I had gotten very, very serious around like 2022. And I had went to a professional studio and was like, listen, I need these amounts of songs because I really wanted to go pitch myself to like record labels.
Sure.
So I needed material to work with. So I was like, let's do these songs, etc. You guys mix master for me. And yeah, the song that we have out currently is the product of that.
I love that.
Which is amazing. And the girls from my first song to this is like worlds apart.
Well, we're gonna listen to that one. Is that one called Type?
Type.
Yeah, we're gonna play it just in a few minutes time. It's gonna be wonderful, and we're gonna just expand also on where you want to take this particular career.
This is definitely my type of music. See what I did there? See what I did there? Carter Najarr. One of the latest singles titled Type. Beautiful, man. Thank you so much for this one. Okay, well, tell us about the making of this particular song, because sometimes we don't get to hear what happens behind the scenes. All we know is that we're on the dance floor and we're enjoying a song.
Well, after like the huge public breakup, I had no other outlets to kind of share my creativity and like let my emotions just run free. So I was like, let's put it into music.
Yeah.
And there were a few writers on the song, and my vision was to create a song that would give other girls hope. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, yeah, you went through a breakup, but like, it's really not the end of the world,
Right.
Yeah. And with this breakup song, as you guys can hear, like, you're not my type. Like, I'm kind of like kicking him to the curb. I'm like, you're not my type, my guy. Like, I've moved on from you. So yeah, it's also just a moving on kind of victory and looking back and just being like, oh my gosh, like I was really kind of dumb.
Is it difficult to write a song from personal experience? Putting yourself out there?
No, I don't think so. Hey, like I think it's easier writing from personal experience because you know what you felt and you kind of know what kind of emotion you want to portray through your lyrics.
I say that because you did go through a public breakup. So writing a song about that, doesn't it make you feel more vulnerable?
It does, but it also means that people can relate to me. Like, I don't want to seem like an artist that isn't relatable. Like, I want people to know, like, I am a real person. I have real emotions. And, like, we all go through breakups. Like, it's probably the most relatable thing that, we all go through.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
what's your favorite part of the music process? Because I mean, we just hear the outcome, but there's so many in betweens. There's the writing, and then there's the studio sessions, and then the music comes out. But they also have to do a music video for the music. So there's a lot.
So honestly, my favorite part of the music process, I would say, is when I'm recording and I can hear myself raw vocals on the song, and I'm like, wow, like this is me.
This is me. Yeah.
And then you play it back, and then I listen to it on the track, and we all listen to it in studio, and everyone's like vibing, and I'm like, what? like this is me, and we're dancing to my music. So yeah, it's really just about bringing people together, really.
When is the video coming out for this one?
Soon.
Soon. Maybe we can get a little bit of a glimpse of behind the scene. Or what's the scene like in the video?
It's definitely gonna be fun,
Oh, yeah.
quirky, girly. You know, it's gonna be everything that a girl can dream of.
Yeah.
So yeah, because it's about reuniting. Like, it's about also just finding yourself. Even though you went through a breakup, it's about, like, you know, it's not the end of the world.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about that song, Type? It's the fact that, you know, it has a lot of kind of high quality essence to it. It's well written, your vocals are beautiful, but also the instrumentation is fantastic. It lives up to an international standard. How important is that for us as Africans, especially women, artists? I mean, you love the likes of Tems. I did say you remind me of Tyler to a large degree, how you style yourself, how you sound. Why do you think it's so important for us to take women artists seriously, especially from Africa, especially the fact that it is a growing thing where African women singers are taken very, very seriously?
That's very true. I believe that, you know, Africa has so much of potential. It's crazy. Like, there are so many artists that I even walk amongst that are so talented that people don't know about because they favor other countries just because, you know, it's kind of like, oh, South Africa is third world. Like, let's not take them seriously. It's that type of thing. And I think that's so unfair on artists, not even, you know, women, like just artists in Africa in general. But now that we've created like an entire genre, which is Amapiano. Like, firstly, that's crazy. Like, our kids are going to be learning about Amapiano, like how we learn about R&B and hip hop. So cool. So since that has been, you know, out now, everyone wants to be South African. Everyone's like, I'm South African. I'm South African.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, I guess we are really being put on the map, and we're putting in the work as a country musically. So I think that pushing myself out there in R&B, especially because R&B is kind of like scarce in South Africa at the moment, because now everyone's just listening to like Amapiano. So I think there's a huge field and a huge opportunity for me to succeed in.
Nice. Got it. We're wrapping it up. I mean, where can people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at Carter Najarr, and you can find me on TikTok at The Real Dopest. We have so many like great streams already, and people are hopping on, you know, trends. So yeah, the song is doing amazing, so please listen, stream, play it in the shower,
And your handles?
My handles are at Carter Najarr and at The Real Dopest.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Carter, for hanging out with us and looking splendid. If you told us, I would have worn like a, white
we would have
shirt.
done something.
I feel like I should have worn my white shirt.
We would have tried today.
You look fantastic. Well, that's Carter Najarr, a wonderful R&B singer from South Africa.